Hello and welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute-a-day podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse, recorded here in the dining room of the Bible Bistro, located in Sharonville, Ohio. Hello there, friends. Welcome back to Daily Dose Radio here in the Bible Bistro. Today in the Bible Bistro, we're looking at verses 9, 10, and 11 in Psalm 32. Psalm 32 is that maskil of David. It's the first one of 13 maskils. These are teaching or contemplative psalms. They are to instruct us in something. And so we were given that something in verse 1, and now we've heard David speak, and yesterday we had the introduction to the Lord speaking. He says, I will give you insight and teach you in the way you should go, counsel you with my eye. And so today he's going to give us a little counsel. He's going to give us some instruction here in Psalm 32. So let me read verses 9, 10, and 11. Do not be like the horse or mule, which have no understanding. With a bridle and harness they are controlled, unless they come near you. Many are the pains of the wicked, but those who trust in the Lord, mercy surrounds them. O righteous, rejoice in the Lord and be glad. So ring out a cry of joy, all you upright in heart. Well, that's verses 9, 10, and 11. And so I read verse 8 just a minute ago. I will teach you, I will guide you, I will give you counsel with my eye. And then he gives us his counsel here in beginning in verse 9. He says, don't be like the horse or mule. Well, okay, what's a horse or mule like? Well, they're not very bright, are they? I mean, they are in certain ways, but especially a mule, very stubborn, hard to train, and you have to, like he says here, they don't have any understanding, so with a bridle and a harness, they're controlled. Why? Why must you control them with a bridle and a harness? He tells us why in verse 9. Unless they come near you. See, so the bridle and the harness keeps them from harming others and from harming themselves. Because once they're under control, by using a bridle and a harness, then you can guide them wherever they need to go. See, they have no understanding. You can't say to a horse, hey, I want to go over to the barn and back, and he'll take you over there. No, he doesn't understand what you're saying. He doesn't know what you want him to do. So you put a bridle on him and a harness. And so with that, you can control him. He learns the bridle and the harness, and so then he responds to that. Without the bridle and the harness, they're just uncontrolled. It's chaotic. It's the passions of the animal. So the Lord says to us, don't be like that. Don't let the passions of the animal control you. Don't be without understanding. There's one place where there's understanding, and that is in the seat of the Lord, in His Word. He says in verse 10, many are the pains of the wicked, but those who trust in the Lord, mercy surrounds them. Mercy surrounds them. So the bridle and the harness, they keep us from too many pains. What we're surrounded with is not a bridle and a harness, but it's mercy that surrounds us. Someone, I forget who now, wrote a track a long time ago called The Bridle of the Lord, or The Harness of the Lord. And it talked about the wildness of the horse in the field without a master, and the control of the horse in the pen who had a master. And the one in the pen had been trained in the harness and with the bridle. And so he was able to do exactly as the master instructed him. The Lord wants us to be like that. He wants us to be instructed, understanding what He wants, going where He wants. Because He tells us here, doesn't He, that He's going to guide us with His eye. He's going to counsel us with His eye. And so He gives us that, and He surrounds us with His mercy. So it doesn't say that we don't have any pains. The wicked have many pains. It doesn't say the righteous don't. It just says the righteous are surrounded by mercy. O righteous, rejoice in the Lord and be glad. So ring out a cry of joy, all you upright in heart. I encourage you to take that to heart this weekend as you go into your weekend, that you would ring out a cry of joy, all you who are upright in heart. Well, I hope you've enjoyed Psalm 32. Next week, we will proceed apace and go on over to Psalm 33, if I could turn my page here. Yeah, we'll look at Psalm 33 next week. I hope that you'll join me then on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. For more fresh and delicious Bible studies, podcasts, books, and more, check out the Bible Bistro online and on YouTube. Join me again next time for Daily Dose Radio.